right, here we are. We got a whole tray full of leftovers from that last brisket I just cooked, and always trying to find creative ways with things to do with leftovers. So you're not just eating brisket sandwiches and brisket on a plate and with sauce or whatever. So came up with this idea that I found online, and I kind of tweaked it myself, but by using these poblano peppers instead. But I'm going to show you how to make Texas Twinkies. I chose to use a poblano pepper on mine, just one, because they're bigger. You can stuff more inside of them, but two, I just think people in my household probably would prefer one a little bit less, we'll say, spicy than a jalapeno will be. They come in different sizes too, so I got two smaller ones, then I got two bigger ones here. My allergies are kicking my ass right now. But I'm gonna do these big ones. As you can see in here, if you look close, hopefully you can see in there, I put a whole piece of the flat in there, and it's gonna have cream cheese, pepper jack cheese, and cheddar cheese. A little bit of mixture of all three in there. Then I'm gonna put the brisket flat in there, and I put another bit of the cream cheese on top. And what I'm gonna do next is wrap this probably in 2 pieces of bacon, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of the rub that I make on the bacon. And then we're gonna smoke these. We're actually not gonna smoke them. We're gonna cook them a little bit hotter, because I'm going to be doing a pizza with some of this also. We're gonna put that on the grill probably at 400 and just get the bacon crispy, and then everything should be warmed up inside and melty, and it should be really good. I'm gonna cook these on the top rack also when it comes to the smoker outside, just so it's not on the direct heat down low, but that's where I'll be putting the pizza. So what I found when I made this first one here, if you can find one of the seams on the pepper right there, and just barely put your knife in, just kind of drag it down to the point. There's not a whole lot of seeds in here as compared to a jalapeno, not at all. So it gives you a nice shell inside there, and you can split it on the top too if you want to have a little bit bigger opening at the top. You want to stuff more inside there. But what I did with this first one, took my cream cheese, put 2 pieces about that big in there. They're going to be cheesy. They're going to be really good too. So one, and I do a thin slice because a little bit will go a long way. And if you're going to put more on top, you're not going to want to have too much in there. So that. I found this package of cheese here, just Kraft cheese, but it's got 18 slices of each one of these in it. So it's got your cheddar and your pepper jack. And these things will pretty much lay flat inside there, fill up the whole cavity. Layer that one on top. And of course, you can just tear pieces off if it won't fit, and stick it back in. Like I said, on this one, I'm going to do burnt ends. I'm going to pick out some good long ones. That looks like a nice fatty piece there. You can put your fatty pieces on the top side since the top of the pepper's fatter. Take one of these small pieces, put it down towards the bottom. And that looks like a perfect piece to fill up the hole. Here we go. Perfect. So I want to put a little bit more cream cheese on top, just because that's how we roll. I like cheesy. And when I put these on that top rack, I'm going to put them on like this, so the bottom of the pepper is going to be down, and the wrap this side here with the seam open will be on top. This one was a little bit different. It actually closed up around it. It was so freaking big. And they come in all different sizes, so you can be picky when you're picking those out. I don't know where y'all live, but here in Kansas City right now, the allergies are freaking ridiculous. I couldn't even breathe last night when I was trying to sleep. but I'm not sick. I just have shitty allergies. So start here at the top. Just barely hold on that. Like on another video I did, I showed how I like to stretch a little bit and then wrap around. That way it sticks better. You're definitely gonna need 2 pieces of bacon on. Shit, maybe even 3, we'll see. And just overlap the one you just did. I'm gonna go ahead and put a toothpick in there. Ooh, yeah. this. Just so you're wrapping around the whole way. There we go. Oh, two's just right. Yeah, that's perfect. Cool. I'll probably put one more on top here since that's where I started, just to be safe. But we should be good. So that's what one looks like when it's completed. I'm not sure what the other, I just saw a recipe kind of in passing. I didn't see exactly what the person put inside of it. I just know they put brisket, cheese, and bacon. So I figured I'd kind of do the cheeses that I like and then make it how I want. But 2 pieces of bacon is going to be good. Cook it up on the grill. I'm going to get the rest of these made up. And I just went ahead and ordered a Papa Murphy's pizza for tonight. Got one to go in the oven for the kids and then one for us. I'm going to do brisket on it with banana peppers, red onion, and I might do tomatoes on it. I'm not really sure yet, but I'm going to put some of these burnt ends on there and save this flat and the rest of the burnt ends for probably chili. That way we have a little bit of everything, so that way you can really get the most out of what you made, because there's nothing worse than making a freaking 15-pound brisket and either ruining it, which sucks, because everybody, if you've been cooking briskets long enough in the beginning, you've definitely screwed some up, and don't say you haven't. And then 2, just not eating it and wasting it. It sits in there and gets dried out and it sucks. So I'm gonna get the rest of these made up, get that pizza, get it made, then I'm gonna throw everything on the grill. I'll show you how to do that. So to go along with the Texas Twinkies, we're gonna do just one of these take and bake pizzas. I didn't feel like making pizza crust and doing all that shit tonight. So my idea here is you take all this cheese off. I don't know about you guys, I like my toppings not completely under there, or sorry, on top of there. I like it more on top, kind of in the middle. So I'm gonna take some of the rest of the cheese here and kind of spread it out. And then we have a place here in town called Minsky's that does the pizza called the Prime Cut. And they put a piece of bacon on every pizza. So I'm gonna do the same thing here with the brisket. Let's see here. There we go. Make sure I don't put them on wrong. And to go along with the brisket, I got, see here. I feel like I'm missing one. Here we go. That's better. I got some garlic that I cut up. So I'm just gonna kind of sprinkle garlic around. My wife walked in and she was like, "Oh my God, it smells so good." That's how she talks. But I figured this would make it taste a little better. It's just a Papa Murphy's regular old cheese pizza. I also got some banana peppers. Try to make it look fancy too, you know. No one really cares as long as it tastes good. There we go. A couple more in there. And then I cut up some red onions. Ooh, they smell too. They had me crying earlier. So put these on there, then top it back off with the rest of this cheese. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a lot better that way. You don't want that shit just sitting on top. It won't be as good. One of these days, I'll go ahead and make a whole pizza. I'll make the crust and everything. But that's how I'm gonna do tonight. So got all this on here. The Twinkies are ready. The grill's getting hot. We also got one of these pizzas. We're gonna put this in the oven though, just in case someone doesn't like this one. But I don't see how you couldn't. You know what I mean? Just kidding. Anyway, gonna get this on there too, and go check on that right now. Actually, I'm gonna put some of this on real quick too. This is that Chef Prudhomme's Pizza Magic. Got a green one and I got a red one. And the green one's got a little more herb to it. The red one's got more spice to it. But I put this on everything, pasta and everything, makes everything taste good. There we go. That's how you beef up a cheap ass cheese pizza from Papa Murphy's. So we'll get it on there. I'm gonna try to cook it at 400. I don't know, I've never done one on there before, so we're gonna see how 400 works. I just don't wanna burn the bottom of it. The bottom of it being burnt, the top not getting done really sucks. So we're just gonna have to experiment tonight and see how it turns out. So hopefully it turns out good, we'll see. Okay, we have these Twinkies on here at 400, about 15 minutes. They're gonna need probably at least 15 more. I wanna get that bacon super crispy. So come back and check on them in a minute. All right, so these been going about 20 minutes. Starting to get a little bit of crisp on the edges that are sticking up. So thinking 15 more minutes total. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on so I got a free side of the grill. That's why you buy the 800, not the 560. or 1050. Got plenty of room here. Slide that on there. This is running at 425. Ooh, they're hot. I'm gonna let it roll. See how it turns out. Oh, it's experiments. We'll see. Looks good though. All right, 5-minute update. See, those are already crisping up a little bit better. Looking good. Peppers looking nice and cooked too. I was kind of worried about that, so that's good to know. That's already getting a little crispy on the edge of the crust. Peek under here real quick. You see that edge hanging off? It's already getting a little bit black on it, but that's okay. It'll be quick. All right, just got these pulled off. I'm going to let them rest for about 5 minutes because they're really hot. Ooh, they're really hot. That's about how you like them. Get the bacon crispy, cheese melted, pepper cooked, briskets heated up. Should be cool, should be good.
You're on.
I'm on, okay. So these are done. Got the toothpicks pulled. They've been cooling off for a little bit now. I'm gonna go ahead, actually I'm gonna cut into this big one because I know it's got a big piece of brisket flat and I can't tell if the other ones are burn-in ones or not, but that one looks the best to me. So, look at that. That's what you get right there. So, nice piece of brisket inside there. All, ooh, see that juicing too. That's gonna be good shit. I'm gonna take a little sliver here. Ooh, it's still hot. I guess I should have waited a minute. I don't want to be burning my mouth on camera. They're so hot. But I will be making those again for sure. And the poblano is not hot. I'll probably do some poblano ones and then I'll do some jalapeno ones too because I actually prefer a little more spice. I might even put some hot sauce in there next time, like some French Red Hot inside the shell for these ones that aren't very hot, and that might be even better. So that's cool. Sometimes you just gotta look up random stuff on YouTube and then you see cool recipes and you make them your own. My mouth's watering right now, I don't want another bite. But you make them your own and they come out pretty cool. So this is done. I didn't make that. I baked it, but I didn't make it. And then the other one I have on the grill is almost done. And once it's done, I'm gonna bring it in here and we'll check it out too. All right. Good. Hey. All right, so pizza's done. I know this video's been done 1,000 times, but it has not been done with your leftover brisket and your own toppings on one of these pizzas. So it's a good way to do it. That way you don't waste, like I said earlier in the video, you don't want to just eat freaking plates of brisket and brisket sandwiches every freaking day after you make a 15-pound brisket, which you get about maybe 10 pounds of meat off of. But did the brisket strips on here. I said I did like the prime cut from Minsky's. Got to pay homage to the people who did it first. Put the good onions, peppers, everything on there. I was kind of worried about the bottom getting burnt. It's not looking too bad. It looks pretty good. It looks actually really crispy. But it looked like it was cooking faster at first. So I took the bottom of this one and I put it underneath there too to kind of double barrier it so it didn't burn. But anyway, I figured I should tell you guys that so it didn't do it. And I cooked it at 420. Oh man, kind of laid them out wrong. Have some different, bigger pieces. That's all right. Every piece needs its own piece of brisket. That's how I like it though, when it's kind of crispy like that. Ooh, that's a splitter. That's all right. I'll get them on with 2 on it. They'll be okay. All right. That's gonna be pretty hot. Very hot. Bite of banana pepper in there too, and the onion. That's where it's at. You gotta put other toppings on it. You can't just put meat on it. But very happy with the way it turned out. Just like I said, another easy, fun thing you can do with your leftover brisket. That way you don't just waste it or freeze it. Either that, or you freeze it. So anyways, if you like what you're seeing, keep liking, subscribing, comment. Let me know how you feel. Thanks. Boom.